Had a good week. For those who weren't here last week, or even, I've got some more Union Jack. I spoke about the Union Jack flag. I've got some free copies if you want to know a bit more in depth about the spiritual content, the mana that's in our Union Jack flag. So come and see me afterwards. Now, because I've got Hebrew background, not Jewish, I'm Hebrew. Yesterday was Rosh Hashanah. This is what we do. I can't cry, probably going to go to the hospital. Someone else can. I'm a bit dry. We're entering a time in the Hebrew calendar where we have the Feast of Trumpets, which was yesterday. Yom Kippur, Day of Atonement, the most holy day in the Hebrew calendar, is 10 days away, and then we have the Feast of Tabernacles. What I want to talk to you today about is the blowing the shofar warns us of enemies coming. It also warns the people and tells the people of the festival days that are coming, like Passover and stuff like that. Not Christmas. we don't keep Christmas pagan days. But so what I want to talk today briefly is about the Matrix system. Now, you probably all watched the Matrix. Who hands up has seen the Matrix movie? The first one was good. The second and third were rubbish, but the first was good. So do we have anyone out there called a Mr. Anderson? Is Mr. Anderson out there? Mr. Anderson was their saviour. He was to save them from the system. So you have to understand the movie was done subliminally it's got hidden truths in it. You've got to look for it. We had a prophetess prophesying in that movie. We had Nebuchadnezzar, which I understand, and my memory is vague, was the spaceship. Nebuchadnezzar was the king in the time of Daniel in the lion's den. And Nebuchadnezzar is from Babylon. Babylon is the mystery religious system, the political system that we're under today. It goes all the way back to Babylon. And we're under this system and we don't even know it. So the Matrix was designed for us who are awake to try and understand what's going on. Okay? So Mr. Anderson got shot. He died, didn't he? Or he was in a coma. And then along came his girlfriend and gave him a kiss. He revived. Very good. So what the message is saying, we have a saviour who died and 3 days later rose again. He's coming back, according to my study of Daniel's prophecy, in 2039 for the one world order, the new kingdom, 1,000-year reign of peace. And I've got it over my signs. So it's Yeshua who will reign for 1,000 years. Believe it or not, I don't belong to any temple, I don't belong to any church or any synagogue. I'm not here to push anyone around or make you believe. I'm just a historian who gives you the facts. So us white people, particularly the Caucasians, which I mentioned last week, are under threat, and they're taking away our rights and everything because we're under bondage because of our sin nature. You don't hear that word much today, but when the rubber hits the road and the threats get more and more dangerous, and Yeshua likens it to a woman in labour, the contractions get stronger and stronger. They get closer and closer. And then she gives birth. When she's fully dilated, she gives pushes and she gives birth to a baby. This is what we're having. More and more tsunamis, more and more earthquakes, more and more white islands, more and more mass shootings. It's going to go like a graph, like the insurance companies will tell you. The natural disasters are going up like this. Our premiums are going up like this because we're in the days before the second coming. So we need to wake up, we need to read the scriptures. Now it all goes back to a book to Jacob and Esau. It's a feud in the Genesis chapter 25. You can read it yourself. And so Esau became the Jews and the Edomites. And they are the ones who control the banking system, the media, whatever it is, they control it. The rest of us are mostly Hebrew, and you don't even know it. So English, French, Dutch, German, Scandinavians, Irish, Welsh, all come out of Israel, the 12 sons of Jacob. I'm a historian, I study the history. I study Strabo, Sharon, Turner, Josephus, and we know where they migrated to. So this is a wake-up. The Matrix was a wake-up call to wake us up. to who we are. We've got a birthright, and you and I have got to fight for your birthright. If you don't fight for your birthright, you're going to lose it. Big Brother is going to take your birthright off you, and you won't have a birthright anymore. So we have a kinsman redeemer called Yeshua, and he is the one who's our saviour. He's our Mr. Anderson, who is prophesied to come back and rule the world. It's in Isaiah. You can read the charts. The government's going to be on his shoulders, on no one else's. He's all authority in heaven and earth has been given to him, heaven and earth. Not Jacinda's got some authority in New Zealand, the UN have got some authority around the world, but no one's got any authority in heaven apart from Yeshua. All right, so I just want to pass that on to you. Check out your birthright, read some scriptures, get some history into you, and so you're not deceived by the matrix system. You have to realise your eyes need to be opened. Okay, thank you.